night coverage of the Cougars against the Halls Red Devils tonight. A couple of old rivals that haven't played a lot against each other in the last several years, except the last couple of years they've renewed this rivalry. And here is tonight, Coach, your Cougars and the Halls Red Devils. It's a region matchup now.
Yes, it is, and they're a great football team. They've been, they played a tough one with Knox Central this past Thursday, I think, and they've on film they're very good all three phases of the football game. I mean, offense, defense, special teams. I mean, they're solid at all positions. There's not really a weak spot, and they're very well coached and they're very high intensity. So, it's going to be a tough one for us on Friday night, but hopefully, we can come out and battle with them.
One little I've seen about Hall is it appears to me maybe the best team in the region, or certainly right there at the very top.
Oh, they're definitely one of the top ones in the region. I know that they're built to run. They can throw. They tackle very well on defense, and their special teams are very solid. So, they're right up there. I don't know what they'll end up falling as far as in the region for the playoffs and stuff like that, but they're going to be high up there.
Your team's had a week off. You've had a week off. Everybody's refreshed. It appears at practice this week that your team's raring and ready to go.
Yeah, they are. They came back ready to go. I was excited about that. For the most part, most of them showed up, and most of them were ready to, to lock in and get ready for this Halls game. Like you said, it's a big rivalry game. They're going to be geared up, ready to go, and hopefully we can compete with them.
This team is goes by the tone of the seniors, I think. You have some pretty good senior leadership on this team.
Oh, there's no doubt. With all our guys that we have, with Eli coming in and Jake Lawson and Austin Jordan, Timmy Gibson, and, a few of those other guys. I mean, our senior leadership has been phenomenal this year. They've bought into what we're trying to build, and, you've got to have that group to kind of, to buy in to build that foundation. On the scoreboard, it hasn't been exactly what we wanted, but at the same time, I'm extremely excited and extremely, proud of these seniors, and they're, with 2 weeks left, they're continuing to do exactly what I ask of them and more. So I'm excited about it.
Well, some teams win a lot, but everybody has to practice no matter what your one-loss record is, and that's just not easy every day, is it?
No, it's not, but that's another thing. That's one thing that the seniors have done is they've come in ready to go for practice. They're fired up. They get excited, and they compete at a high level during practice, and that's what we need, and that's what those younger guys are looking towards. And that's something that I'll point out in the off season to say, look, this is how it needs to be done. Moving up as juniors, being into that senior leadership role, and I'm excited about our juniors moving into that role, but I'm not ready for these seniors to leave just yet.
It would be nice to keep this bunch around another season.
Oh, it would. It definitely would. I say that every week. It's like I wish we could keep all our seniors, but it is what it is. But they've done a great job, and I'm so proud of them, and I care about them and love them with wholeheartedly. So.
Tonight's a special night as Halls is in town. It's Heroes Night here tonight on the Hill.
Yes, it is, and we're excited about that. First responders and everything like that. The Heroes Night, it's one of those things. We got a few kids, as you can see through some of those videos. We've got kids that have family members that are part of that, and we want to celebrate that, because I mean it's a big job and it's a big deal. So we want to celebrate that, and we love the fact that that we got kids that have family members and do that, and maybe one day those guys will grow up and kind of follow the family tradition in those sense, or if they don't have any family members, they'll see this kind of stuff and want to get into that kind of line of work, which is what we need every day. So I'm really excited about celebrating that this Friday.
And being home, the last two games of the regular season, it's always great to be under the lights here at Reynolds Field.
Yeah, ain't no doubt about it. I mean, this is what a great atmosphere we have up here. I mean, you can't beat the scenic area or up here on the hill. And I'm just really excited about having our last two games up here, and so that we can hopefully compete and battle and show progress as we've been doing each week. And I'm excited about getting the community excited about it, and getting the community excited maybe about next season as we try to compete and do those things on these next two Friday nights. So as I always say, I can't express the thanks that we have and for the support from the community and everything, because they do a great job up here.
Coach, we appreciate you. Hope you'll have fun tonight. We'll see you after the game.
Well, I appreciate it. Go Cougars.
Campbell County head football coach Taylor Ownbey and the Cougars set to take on the Hall's Red Devils here in just moments on the WLAF Tires Shop Sports Network.